Hey guys, it's Meg. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. You guys absolutely loved my video on me creating vinyls that I wish existed. You guys absolutely loved it. It was one of my best performed videos. You guys were commenting records that you wish existed. And you guys were saying how much you loved some of the designs that I made. Speaking of like commenting and stuff, I do just want to say like a big thank you and to like my subscribers. Like I've got a very small channel in terms of YouTube. I've got a very teeny tiny little channel. Honestly, like you guys have shown so much love and support for my videos lately. You guys have been commenting, like what was it? I uploaded my vinyl collection video. Oh my god, your comments were making me so happy. It was just so sweet, and it was just, you know, everyone goes through like spurts where like they don't feel like great in themselves. I've done so much fun stuff. I've been going to concerts, I've been going on days out, I've been seeing friends, I've been spending time with my family. You know, I've had a lot of great times, but you know, just mentally in my own head, I've not been feeling the best. Just your consistent support and sense of community on my videos. You know, just so you know, I do see all of your comments and they're very much appreciated, and I just absolutely love like the love of my vinyl collection video. Oh my god, people are like, oh my god, like absolutely love this, you're like my favorite like comfort YouTuber. Like it's just so sweet, and I've absolutely loved the sense of community that this channel has brought. Yeah, I'm not like don't get it wrong, I can be a bit cringe, but like I don't want to get like sappy or anything. Like I don't want to get sappy, but like yeah, I just saying I really appreciate your guys' support. I really love the love that you guys have been showing. Don't stop. Regardless, thank you for the love that you've been showing me lately on the videos, and I'm so glad you guys are enjoying them. So the people have spoken, I have answered. This is part 2 of vinyl I wish existed. Last night I was creating my ideas, writing down my list, I edited some records, and I'm ready to show you part 2 of records I wish existed and that I could buy. Not gonna keep this intro long, you guys know how this works. I'll link part 1 description box down below in case any of you are new to the channel. Part 1 is in description. Without further ado, let's get started. Honestly, I was editing for about 4 hours last night trying to get these concepts to life, but I think I've come up with some, and I think you guys will like them. So without further ado, let's just get started. In no particular order, we are going to start with a 7-inch single. So one of my favourite songs lately is Messy by Lola Young. One of my really good friends, Tommy, recommended me this song when we went to go see Conan Gray. I have a vlog on that. Go ahead and watch that. That's actually one of my favourite vlogs ever. It was just so funny. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. He showed me this song by Lola Young called Messy, and ever since he showed me, I have been in love with it. Now, as I'm filming this video, I actually found out she's actually released a 7-inch single of this song. It looks like this, and I have in fact pre-ordered it. But so even though this does exist and I have pre-ordered it, so I will have it in my collection very soon, it's not the design that I wanted, so I thought I'd just rework it a little bit. So this is what I've come up with. It is basically the album cover that the song is actually from, but I've blurred it a little bit just so it's a little bit more matches the messy vibe. See, it says Lola Young at the top. That was already there from her album cover. I've added the title Messy in swirly font just so it kind of, you know, resembles the motion of the blowy photo and the meaning of messy. And I've kind of picked this red, and I think it looks blue. I wanted it to be black, but I think it is actually blue now that I'm looking at it more. Splatter pressing. And I just think this is perfect because whenever I think of this song, I just think of like chaos, but like in a calm way. Like you're trying to reach an expectation that you just can't manage to achieve. Colours really complement the album cover. I just think this would be really cool as a little design option. Okay, moving swiftly on, we have another 7-inch. Another one of my favourite songs lately has been Champagne Coast by Blood Orange. I'm gonna get Blood Orange's whole album on vinyl because honestly that is one of the most beautiful pieces of art that I've heard in a while. But my ultimate favourite song on the album is Champagne Coast. That just listening to that song is not enough. I literally need that song injected into my veins. It is a beautiful, oh my goodness, I can't even, it is one of my favorite songs at the moment. No matter how much I listen to it, I just never get tired of it. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. Champagne Coast by Blood Orange. As far as I'm aware, there's not a 7-inch of it, so this is the concept I came up with. I've come up with 2 with alternate covers. So the first one is actually a still from the music video, and it is blood orange on the TV, and the pressing is kind of like this translucent marble orange. Obviously his name is Blood Orange, so I thought orange would be a fitting pressing, but I really like the black and white vibes with the orange, and whenever I listen to this song, I see those 2 colours. I see black, white, orange, maybe a little bit of pink here and there. I just thought this really matched the vibe. And then here's the alternate version. Again, it's another still from the music video. It's of a girl dancing. I think the music video is really fun. I really like it, and in the same black and white theme with the same orange pressing. Yeah, I couldn't decide which one of these 2 I liked better. They're just some ideas. Next, a lot of you guys really wanted me to do some more Taylor records, so here are my new Taylor records that I have to show you. The first one is of course course, the Eras tour is coming to an end. So I do think Taylor will do this at some point, is release a live album of the Eras tour. Now, I was really struggling with the design concepts for this because I could see it in my mind. I could see what it was going to look like, but I was struggling to find records that would match the vibe, the front cover, a vinyl pressing that would literally encapsulate the Eras tour, which is obviously impossible because there's like, what? There's literally 11 albums. How are we going to fit 11 colours into one pressing? I was struggling, so I've got some alternate ideas. So here's the first one. I don't know who created this fan art. I'm pretty sure this photo, I got it from Pinterest, but I'm pretty sure it's the poster that's on her official website for one of the European dates. I cannot remember exactly. I don't think this one's a fan edit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is from her official marketing team who created this. And I saw this pressing. I thought, this has got so many colours involved. This could be perfect. Do I think the pressing clashes with the album cover? I'm not 100% sure. I like it, but there's something throwing me off and I don't know what it is. So that's the first option. Second option is this one. This is definitely a fan edit from Pinterest. Oh, it says the at the bottom, Manuel Designer. That's the person who created the graphic. I really like the different Taylors from different eras forming and stuff. I think it's very fitting, and it says Taylor Swift the Eras tour. And then I saw this black pressing with pink, green, purple splatter. Now, this is very obviously selective for potentially Lover Speak Now. This could be referenced to. However, I thought it would resemble the fireworks that she releases at the end of the show. So maybe we could encapsulate the firework design into the record pressing instead of trying to involve every single colour of the era. You can tell I was very indecisive when creating this. So here's the third option. This is the photo that was used to promote the Eras Tour movie, and I think this is the Eras Tour photo. If Eras Tour was in a photo, I think it is this one. Oh, it's only in the Lover era, but I'm sorry, this is how she opens the tour. It's in the classic pink and blue bodysuit, and I don't even think you need a title for it because this tour was so iconic, and I genuinely think the tour of the century. I don't think you need a title for it. I think you can tell what this is from the album cover. And then I found this pressing, which gives off very Lover vibes. So these are all very Lover directed. I've just come to the conclusion of. I thought maybe this could be a good one because then it could like resemble the parachute things behind her during Lover. And then my fourth option was the exact same pressing as the one previously, but it has the Eras Tour poster. So as you can see, I was very indecisive. I have a vision. I know what I want to do. I just can't fully execute it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Regardless of how it looks, I just hope Taylor does an Eras Tour live album. It'll be great for the fans that didn't get to go. It'll be great for the fans that did go and want to reminisce on the show. So let's cross our fingers and hope that is a pressing in the future. I mean, hey, Taylor's team, if you are watching this and you want to hire me on the design team, hit me up. After these designs, they'll probably be like, no, we don't need you working on it. I have this 7-inch as well, which is actually very, very, very similar to the one I just showed you. So this is a 7-inch for Cruel Summer, the live performance of it. Obviously during the Eras Tour, you may have seen on Spotify, Taylor released a live version of Cruel Summer from the Eras Tour. But let's have that on a 7-inch. If she's released it as a single on Spotify, let's have it on a 7-inch. So again, very, very similar vibes to the Eras Tour live album one that I just showed you. It's a different pose. Again, I think this one is such a cool photo. The same pressing, because I just think that is a Cruel Summer pressing, in my opinion. Maybe this wouldn't need a title. I think actually, now looking at it, I think I'd prefer it without the Cruel Summer title, but you can kind of see where I've tried to translate my vision. Okay, moving on with another Taylor one, we have the Midnight's 3 AM edition. Now, she did release a CD of this, but she hasn't released a record yet. So here is my concept. I was really happy with this, I cannot lie. So this is the border for the Late Night Tracks edition. Is it Late Night Tracks or 3 AM edition? I keep getting them confused. Are they the same thing? I don't know. Let's just call it the 3 AM edition. It's the edition with the extra songs on it. I'm a Taylor fan, I should know this. And this is a photo I've actually taken from her Midnight's album photo shoot. I felt it was very fitting for the vibe. I just saw 3 AM in this photo. It kind of added like a purpley tint to the photo. It kind of gave Euphoria vibes, so I kind of lent into that a little bit. And the pressing itself is kind of a marbled purple. I think this is very pretty. And then I did the same pressing, but just a different album cover. Again, this is a photo taken from the Midnight's photo shoot. Again, I've put that pinky purple hue to the photo, and I think it looks really cool. And again, it gives off 3 AM vibes. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer, because again, I'm very indecisive. Okay, the next one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs is Enchanted. Enchanted. I am very shocked she's not done a 7-inch single of this. Here's the first one. Right, I tell you what, on this single alone, I spent about half an hour trying to design this and trying to execute it how I had it envisioned. But here's how it looks. I'm sorry, I'm really proud of this. This might be crap to some of you, but I'm actually really proud of this. So the background is actually a close-up kind of blurred photo of the purple, as the fans are calling it, the cupcake dress on the Eras tour. This one, if you are unfamiliar with the Eras tour. I added like this brush tool effect where I could add extra stars onto her dress. It was already sparkly. I just wanted to add a little bit more shimmer and sparkle, because whenever I hear Enchanted, I think of twirling, I think of purple, I think of whimsical sparkles. That's what goes through my mind when I listen to it. And then I was so struggling with the title of this, not for like, obviously it's called Enchanted, but like the typography, the way I wanted it to sit. So the E is actually a font that I got from Fonto, but in the word Enchanted, from the N to the D, that is my handwriting. So I wanted it to look like she'd written it out, and I love the swoopy like princess vibe of it. I think it's so pretty, and this might be hard to see. I used a low opacity brush tool and I wrote the lyrics around the title. So obviously from afar it just looks like it says Enchanted, but if you were to actually look closer, it says I was enchanted to meet you. And I thought having a lyric that is so iconic to that song on the record, I think is just perfect. And the pressing, I just saw this purple swirl pressing and I thought it was perfect. It looks like a dress is spinning. It just looks so whimsical and magical, and I just had to have this as the pressing. Here's another alternate cover that we could have. So again, this is a photo from the Eras tour in her purple cupcake dress. Again, I got this from Pinterest, don't know who took it. And then I've kind of layered a firework photo over her dress. I think this is quite cool, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna say it's cool because I worked on it, the vision that I was going in. I don't know if it's fully executed the way I want it, but the idea is there. Again, I think Enchanted is it's about fireworks going off when you see like the love of your life or whatever. And with the same pressings, I think it's beautiful. Or I did it with this pressing, which is actually very similar to the Tangled Stargazer Lily pressing. Again, I thought this was very pretty and I thought it matched the vibes of Enchanted very well. I need Enchanted on a 7-inch single, please. Okay, so they were all of my Taylor Swift 7 inches and records. So let me show you the rest of my 7 inches before we move on to the 12 inches. Sabrina has released a lot of 7 inches for her singles, but one of the most underappreciated songs on the album, I think, is Don't Smile. That song is within my top 3 favorites on the album. I was trying to think of a single cover and I got it. For her Bed Chem 7-inch single, it's a still from her tour when she's performing it on the bed on stage. And I thought, let's have Don't Smile, which was taken from the Short and Sweet tour. But I found this moment on TikTok. Literally, this moment on TikTok popped into my mind when I was trying to think of what a suitable single cover would be for Don't Smile. And it was this video of people saying this was Sabrina having her I made it moment. And I thought this was literally perfect to put on a single cover. So this is a single cover I think that should be used. I don't know what filter to have it in. I don't know if to have it filtered as I've filtered it or if to have it in black and white. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this photo is perfect because this is her on tour. She is having her I made it moment. And the lyrics within the song are don't smile because it happened, baby, cry because it's over. And this is like her smiling because her tour has happened and crying because the tour is eventually going to end. Because I think Don't Smile will really hit on the last show of the Short and Sweet tour, especially if this is her first arena tour. Even though it's within different contexts, I think it could work. And for the pressing, I thought this beautiful sea glass clear pressing would be very fitting. This is the kind of colour I'd imagine the song to be, and I think the pressing colour really complements the cover art. So the next 7-inch is one of my favourite songs at the moment. Obviously Gracie Abrams released her album The Secret of Us, and I think my ultimate favourite song on there is Us featuring Taylor Swift, and I would love this on a 7-inch pressing. And I was thinking, oh my god, Gracie's been performing with Taylor on the Eras tour for a few days. It's like a photo from the Eras tour of Taylor and Gracie performing was the cover. I'm trying to find one that I thought was perfect. As I was looking on Pinterest, a fan has literally edited Taylor and Gracie performing on the Eras tour and has literally wrote the title Us above it. And I thought, this is literally perfect. So I don't know who created this edit. Whoever you are, thank you, because this is the perfect cover art for the single. It's so simple, but it says everything that it needs to say. And the pressing would be obviously a yellow. It would be very fitting. It would complement the front cover. And the little center sticker should be a little flower, I think. And here's another alternate version. We've got Gracie and Taylor performing on the Eras tour again, but Taylor's in the yellow dress and Gracie's performing on the piano. So I think maybe maybe this could be a good alternate version of the cover art, obviously because yellow is the branding colour for Gracie's album, so I thought that could be very fitting as well. Okay, and the final 7-inch that I have is this one, which is Billy Joel Vienna. Now, as a 21-year-old, almost 22, I've been feeling a little bit lost lately since I've finished uni and just figuring out what I want to do, and the song Vienna I think is so comforting, and it's just so comforting for people who are trying to figure out their life. People are always feeling the pressure from time, age, circumstances, like why they're not at a certain point in life. But I think Vienna by Billy Joel is such a comforting song. I just need it on a 7-inch. I need it. I think this is an edit on Pinterest, because I found this on Pinterest, but it's a newspaper and it's got the album cover of the actual album that the song's from. I think it's Strangers Like Me, I think the album's called. Can't fully remember. But yeah, it's got the album cover of the actual Billy Joel album that the song is from on it. And then the top says, "When will you realise Vienna waits for you?" And again, that's such an iconic line from the song. And then on the newspaper, as you read down the columns, it's actually the lyrics to the song, and I think that's beautiful. And then the pressing colour itself is kind of a smoky dark red brown kind of colour. I don't know why I saw this colour with the song, I just envisioned the song would be this colour. I really want this. I want this. Can we make this happen? Let's move on to some 12 inches. I'm very excited. So Doja Cat has obviously released her album Scarlet. Wait, what's her album called? Scarlet. I was right. Why did I think it wasn't Scarlet? I don't know. Anyway, she released her album Scarlet. She released it on vinyl. It's not my favourite album by Doja Cat, but again, I think we have a missed opportunity with an album cover. Right, Doja Cat, we are missing too many opportunities with the potential of these records, because imagine, right, hear me out. Scarlet, we have Doja Cat's face behind the original spiders that are the album cover, right? As you can see in this photo, we have the opacity is lowered on the spiders, so you can kind of see Doja's face through the spiders. But this isn't just a photo of Doja. This is Doja from the Attention music video, still from that music video, with the spiders on top. And I'm sorry, why don't we make the pressing a liquid red vinyl with an eyeball in the center? I mean, come on now. No, because that would eat. That would actually eat. Okay, maybe not an eyeball as the center. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe just a spider as a center sticker, so it's more Doja. If we have a spider as a center sticker with a red liquid record, I'm gonna leave you with that one. Okay, next, one of my favorite movie soundtracks that I've heard recently is the Priscilla soundtrack. By the way, if you haven't watched the movie Priscilla, I definitely recommend it. It is such a good film. And Priscilla has actually been pressed on record. I am planning to get a hold of it very soon, because you've got a black pressing and you have like this light blue pressing of Priscilla, which is very fitting. However, I'm not a big fan of the album cover they've used. They've used a photo of Priscilla and Elvis, but obviously the actors playing them in the movie, at their wedding, and I just don't feel that's very fitting for the album itself. This is the actual pressing colour that Priscilla is pressed on from Urban Outfitters. Unfortunately not available in the UK, which I'm very upset about. This would be the cover. So it's the movie poster for it, and it's a close-up of her face, and it says Priscilla in this beautiful calligraphy. I think this just matches the vibes perfectly and beautifully. Okay, we're getting to the end. So next we have the Renaissance World Tour Anniversary Edition or the live album. Haven't fully decided yet. Let's have a photo of Beyonce performing on the Renaissance World Tour, specifically at the end during Summer Renaissance when she's on the disco ball horse. I mean, look at this photo. Come on now. In the corner, I've put a text Renaissance World Tour because I'm thinking this could be a live album. And I've said this the moment I got my collector's edition of Renaissance on vinyl. Why is it not pressed on silver? Why is it not pressed on silver? This is such a missed opportunity. So let's have a silver pressing for either the anniversary edition of the album or a live album from the World Tour. And the center sticker can be the cowboy hat. We are down to, how many have we got left? Oh my God, we got 2 left. Okay, so as you guys would have known, I was very excited. I did do a vlog on it, but I was chosen to go and see Shawn Mendes at his exclusive friends and family only show in London for one night only, and I was very lucky and I got purchased. If you want to hear the whole story time, I've got a vlog on it. Go ahead and watch that. I'll link it down below. But I think because these shows have been his first shows coming back from his hiatus, creating the hype for that album and also like kind of getting closer connection to the fans, I think for the fans who did go to the show or the fans who didn't actually get the opportunity to go, I think it would be a beautiful idea, his live performance of the album Shawn on the pressing. Maybe from a mix of the different shows or maybe from just one show straight. I'm not 100% sure, but the live version of Shawn the album would be beautiful. So for the album cover, it would be the Friends and Family logo, and I think I'd actually put at the bottom, now I'm looking at this, like live in concert. I think I'd put that little text just at the bottom. And the pressing, pressing, I've taken a lot of inspiration from his Spotify fans release pressing of Shawn the album. And it's kind of like this beige and grey smoke vinyl, which I think is very fitting for the aesthetic. It's very soft, but I just think it encapsulates the aesthetics of the album very well and the vibe of the performances. And then a second pressing, exact same album cover, but the pressing itself is kind of like a grey brown marbled wood kind of effect. I think the colours just match beautifully with the vibe. It was such a special show, and I'd love it if he did do a live album. Maybe it's like an anniversary edition of the album or something like that, or he pressed like 500 copies of this vinyl, something like that. I just need this to be created so I can purchase it. Okay, and the final vinyl that I wish existed for this video. If you want a part 3, let me know, I'll happily do one. One of my favourite movies of all time is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It is one of the, it is the best rom-com that has been created. Argue with the wall, because nothing can beat it in my opinion. I know it's on a CD, I just don't know if it's been pressed on record, but regardless, let's just pretend it isn't. Here is what I'd want it to be like. So this is one of the alternate movie posters that were actually released for the film, and I think this photo just perfectly encapsulates the vibe of the movie. If you've not watched it, definitely go ahead and watch it. And the pressing, I actually took the pressing from Happier Than Ever, the Walmart exclusive pressing. It's actually the one that I have, and it's like the pale yellow with the brown center sticker. I think that is perfect because the yellow plays homage to the iconic yellow dress she wears at the end of the party. It pays homage to that. And again, here's an alternate version for a different cover, because again, as we've all learned, I'm very indecisive with the covers. This is the classic, traditional, iconic movie poster with the same pressing. I think both of these pressings go really well with the front covers. It's just a battle of which one looks best. So there you have it, guys. They were the vinyl records that I wish existed part 2. If you want a part 3, let me know in the comment section down below and I will come up with some new ideas. If there's any records that you wish existed, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know. And if there are any records that I made that you're like, oh my god, I loved that idea, let me know in the comment section down below as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time with a brand new one. Bye!